Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi, guys. Just me again. More Living World Season 3. Caraxus Scriptbane here. You know, you love him. Okay, well, you may know him. I doubt you really are emotionally attached. Alright, what did we have to do? We had to return to the scout team. That doesn't look like the scout team that I would be returning to. But fine, whatever. Ah, that's right, the thirdish mate. Scout Torn and the thirdish mate.
I just met with Rockface, the remnants of a stone dwarf, if you can believe it.
A dwarf? Astounding. And did this dwarf shed any light on our predicament?
He did.
If these machines aren't activated soon, the swell of magic beneath the islands will cause a cataclysmic eruption.
And that would be bad.
They require a dwarven touch to activate. Fortunately, the dwarf gave me his thumb.
His thumb? That's disturbing. But logical, I suppose.
Pretty much.
I figured there had to be some knack to it. Being that the dwarf entrusted you with itself, I'll let you do the honors.
Okay. I will interact.
That appears to have worked. And to think, all this time, all I needed was a discarded stone thumb.
The dwarf mentioned that there are 4 of these contraptions around the island. Do you know where the others are?
4 of them, eh? Well, I believe one of the other researchers spotted a similar contraption on the western coast.
Somebody just died.
There's another inside the caldera.
And immediately
As for the 4th, I'm not sure.
went to the warp point.
One
No,
of the
no,
others
he
might
moved
know.
himself.
Good luck, Commander.
I'm going to try to help.
You can't keep a good man down.
I helped.
Finished with that.
Because I am a person who helps. Now, mind you, the guy I helped just took off. Kind of rude. Didn't say anything. Didn't wave. Didn't seem to acknowledge me at all. He hurt my feeling. I mean, I only have the one. Seem to have a pretty high hit rate
I shall
for
break you.
unidentified dies. I will hold on to them. I might even give them to a guildie of mine who is, I believe we've covered his insanity in the past. Vorp. And he is currently up to, I think, like 90 unidentified dies, and isn't going to open them until he has 100. Because of reasons. There is no accounting for some people, and he would be one of those people for whom there is no realistic accounting. For instance, he's known me for years, and I think he thinks of me as a friend. Clearly, he has suffered some sort of cerebral damage. Imagine voluntarily thinking of me as a friend. You'd have to be insane. I hit the wrong button. That's the button I meant to hit. I will fly along the highway. I don't think I'm actually getting any of those delicious. It goes both ways. So if I then glide into it, perhaps I'll get the unbound magic is mine.
Is that a village? All the way out here?
It takes a village.
A circus? On the Fire Islands? This definitely merits investigation.
Grab the vista. And the waypoint. And somebody said meow. Presumably that would be the cat. This fiery feline mews hungrily, but it's not interested in anything I have. Sure, okay. So is there some sort of etiquette in PvE? I'm often just busting in, swinging your massive super sword and then skedaddle away on your raptor? Not really. Try to res people when you can. If someone reses you when you're downed, I always like to give them a slash bow or a slash wave so that they know I acknowledge the fact that they did that. But definitely not if there's something going on, because all the mobs are open tagging, so everyone gets credit as long as they do 1 point of damage to them. Everyone gets their own loot, so you're not ninjaing anything. For me, if I see someone's in trouble and I think I can help realistically, and I'm not right in the middle of something, I'll try to help, but that's a me thing. Makes me feel good about me. Ringmaster Ivy.
A customer! A real customer! Hold on just a minute.
And using the massive Reaper Sword is always the
Welcome to
correct
Ember Bay's
move.
one and only circus, where you'll witness the grandest marvels Tyria has to offer. Want to buy a ticket?
No time right now. I'm looking for an ancient device, dwarven in make. There's supposed to be one nearby. Do you know it?
Searching for antiquity, eh? We've got a piece that may interest you. Not sure it's dwarven, but it sure is old. I might be convinced to let you in free of charge if you give me a hand with my chores.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, ticket holders only.
Here's my ticket. If you don't grant me access to that machine, the Fire Islands will erupt, taking your circus with it.
Oh, I guess we can overlook protocol for today.
How about you just tell me how much a ticket is and I give
one
you
of Ember Bay's
a
greatest
silver.
mysteries.
Maybe. Ah, that is indeed one of them. I will use the
Only
dwarven
two
thumb.
more machines to find.
Really?
Next
That
on
was-
the list, the Caldera.
That was not overly involving. Not that I have a problem with that. I mean, quick and easy is fine. I'm both. Quick and easy. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Next up, explore the Caldera area. Or, as I like to call it, the Calderia. Yeah. Never mind. No flying is allowed here. I hope gliding is, because otherwise I'm in big trouble. Okay, gliding's fine. Still no flying. Where exactly we headed to? Oh, the actual caldera. Okay. Still no mounting. Actually, how about the thermal tube? You haven't seen the thermal tube? It's basically a ground bazooka that fires you. And this one should... Oh, I can fly again. Oh, and here he is, Scientist Quick. This one appears to be busted. We're screwed.
Excellent. An assistant arrives. I must remember to thank Timey once we're out of here. Now to business. What do you suppose this contraption is?
It's
Busted.
an ancient dwarven device, one of 4. And if we don't fix it and activate it, this island is going to erupt.
Well, you're surprisingly well informed for an assistant.
I am indeed.
Okay then. This machine was shattered by a volcanic bomb expelled from the caldera. Parts scattered everywhere. I can fix it if I get the missing parts, and then power it by harvesting latent magical energy from the caldera. I'd certainly appreciate assistance gathering parts and keeping the local wildlife at bay, if you're willing and able.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
get it done.
I'll get it done. Evidently, I will get it done. Petrified something. Petrified stump. I, in fact, have been called a petrified stump in my time. Machine parts. We have dwarven artifacts. We have machine parts. We have machine parts and dwarven artifacts. Oh, and big lava worms. Got another machine part. Let's see. Grab that. Haha, if I run away, what happens? Dwarven artifact. Ah, that is for the heart. We're gonna nuke this ember. I gotta say, I don't lava these worms.
That looks valuable.
Yeah, I know. Don't push it, Lance. Just don't push it. Alright, so, in fact, the dwarven artifacts give me heart progress. I'm not sure we need the heart. What we're really looking for is the machine parts. Lots of dwarven artifacts. There's a machine part and a machine part. And I see the last machine part. It's over yonder. And we return to the NPC what sent us. Lots of red oozes. Scientist, quick!
You've proven more useful than I expected. Thank you.
There's still one more machine I must activate. Do you know where I can find it?
We detected the signature of another one of these devices in the Mersat fortress, west of here near the coast. We'd have investigated it already, but none of us have dared set foot in that perilous place. Do be careful, Commander.
Oh, I'll be careful, all right. Let me put the thumb on that. That's another one. These quests are finishing up very quickly in this particular bit of content. Got another die. The Mersat fortress. Mersat are bad guys. Okay. Let's turn off our riding the ley lines. Oh, I bet I'm going to hit a no-fly zone pretty soon. I'm betting, I'm wagering that is likely. So perhaps I will turn aside. The Mersat were a big deal a long time ago. They used the White Mantle as their puppets, so to speak. Below me. It is below me. And Lazarus was held to be the last of them. But he appears to have risen from the dead in the last Living World season that we were in, doing stuff. But then we know he was not the last because there was a good Mersat in Secrets of the Obscure, which was only slightly less surprising that a Mersat could be good. Something big is out there in the water, and I'm keen to see what it is. It is a champion rock drake broodmother, and I'm going to let it be because I don't want to instantly die. I might maybe be capable of beating a champion on land, but in the water, well, it's going to depend on the champion. Some champions are relatively straightforward and manageable. A great many of them are not. At least not by a C+ tier gamer such as myself. But I'll grab some mithril. More mithril over here. And as I have said recently, I've been burning through a lot. Burned through a bunch more today. To make 9 more mithril weapons. For 9 more provisioners tokens. Talk to the ghost of Captain Grumby. By the way, if you don't know who Captain Grumby is, and there's no reason you should, Shirkey. The skipper from Gilligan's Island was Jonas Grumby.
Ahoy there, friend. Watch your step up ahead. The fortress is fit with defenses that will tear you to shreds.
Is that what happened to you?
Me? No, not exactly. My name's Grumby. I used to work for the White Mantle as a ferry captain here. Then they started sacrificing people for that bloodstone. It wasn't long before I found myself on an altar.
That's unpleasant.
I stuck around to warn any wayward travelers about the dangers up ahead. So, consider yourself warned.
Thank you. That's
The
really
warning's appreciated.
very
But I have to
thoughtful.
get inside that fortress. There's a machine inside I need to activate. If I fail, these islands will be destroyed. How can I get past the defenses?
You need to
Defenses
knock
only
3
allow
times.
Mersault to enter. Anybody who doesn't look the part is cut down where they stand.
Could I disguise myself as a Mersault to fool the defenses?
What? That'll never work. Wait, could that work? That might actually work.
Might work.
There's some Mersault armor nearby. It's very well defended. But if you can get it, it'll make a serviceable
Will I float
disguise.
above the ground? Because the Mersault
Only one way to find out.
float above the ground. Their little
Worst
footsies
case
down there.
scenario, the Scourge of the Mersault claims another innocent. But at least I'll have some company.
Ancient Mersault armored boot. I've got the boot. Now it's weird that a race would have boots when they float above the ground, let alone feet. Breastplate. Got a glove and a helm. Well, hopefully not a glove. Otherwise I'll have to have my other hand, stuck in my pocket. Like I'm looking for change. Oh, it's down below. Stop shooting at me. That's rude. Oh, that's dicey. I missed. I'm gonna die. No, I didn't die. I was able to mount, much to my surprise. This is not conducive to being able to see where I'm going, however. Made it. That was easy. Just burnt off, part of my tail. Find the Mersault helm up above. There is a person who probably doesn't yet have the sky scale, because they are using the bunny. Not that the bunny is not a very good and useful mount. Because it is. And we're now in the dismounted area of the gameplay. It is below me. Alright. Let's see if there's anything in this Mersat lore tablet that's worthwhile. So, it is below me. Oh. It sure is. Veteran Jade Armor. Veteran Jade Armor, go boom. I got the helmet. I now look like a Mersat. I don't look like a Mersat there, but I don't look like a Mersat there either. Oh, yeah, the Mersat helm. Definitely a really, really excellent fit on a Char. Maybe a human could get by with it. I don't think it's a good look for a Char, really. Back to Captain Grumby. Jonas Grumby. Skipper!
Well,
Oh, Gilligan!
you sure look the part. Those defenses shouldn't trouble you now.
I don't look the part.
Good luck in your search. But if you fail and the volcano erupts, at least it'll take this terrible place with it.
That's a positive way of thinking about things. Jonas? Captain Grumby? I am unable to mount. I guess because I'm in the costume? On the other hand, the Jade Armor no longer attacking me. They don't seem to give a crap, so I mean that's a plus. The Jade Armor believe that I'm a Mersat. I'll eat some delectable birthday cake, even though it's not my birthday. But it is my country's birthday. Close enough. (1776). That was the day we proclaimed our independence. I have entered. Scratches on the ground. Looks like something heavy was dragged into the fissure. Probably kicking and screaming. The dwarven thingy. I was supposed to turn that off, not make it go kaboom more. Dwarves? Dwarfy guys? Okay, it's chilling. Like a villain. Alright, we got this. No problem. No problemo. As Arnie would say. Evidently, I no longer look the part. Report back to Roban. Where's Roban? Roban. Not Raban. Can't open. Oh, that says exit. Exit. Roban. Roban. The dwarf.
Get the people. Fix the machine. Come on, people. Get it together.
Roban. Buddy.
The Isles are downright peaceful. Guess you found all of the contraptions, huh? Of course, it won't be long until the torrent builds again. Perhaps by then I'll have these script whipped into shape. Hey, You still with me, friend? You've got this faraway look in your eyes.
Sorry, it's the drugs. Or possibly I'm tripping balls again. Aurene? Are you making me trip balls again, Aurene? Yep. Tarir? Or Tarir, as they seem to pronounce it. It's bursting. Is it going to crack open? We're going to have a baby? Or is it under attack? No, it looks like it broke open.
Hey, where'd you float off to just now? You all right?
I just had a vision. A pretty ominous
It's
one.
simpler when they a vision. You sure it's not just the heat playing tricks on you?
Could be, because it's
This was
fucking
no
hot outside.
hallucination. I have to get back to Tarir as soon as possible.
Guess I'll have to take your word for it. Well, thank you for the help, friend. The Fire Islands owe you a great debt.
You can never have too much treasure.
In case you were curious, you can never have too much treasure. All right. Next up, we have finished Rising Flames. No. Okay, we've got to check on the egg. Oh, here we go. Return to the egg chamber. Not too terribly far away. Shouldn't be too terribly expensive. Unless the meta event is going on, in which case I'm screwed and can't get into it until the meta finishes. Which would be depressing. No, we're good. In it, a hole in the ground. Continue your story, Dragon Vigil. Dragon Vigil. Ruka. I've got mail. The daily gathering. Yep. His name is Ruka. He lives on a golden floor.
Commander,
Keith and
thank
Marjorie.
Clint. We tried to get word to you. I contacted your friends to see if they could locate you too.
The
I got a
egg
vision.
called to me. Is everything okay?
Yes, most okay. It's hatching, Commander. Clint's second scion will soon be here.
We should get inside. Marjorie and Keith. You called Keith too.
I wasn't called, but I was nearby and word spread fast. This is very exciting.
Where's Ritlock? I thought he was with you.
He's indisposed.
Possibly in prison.
Can we all go in?
I'm sorry, but you're still the only one attuned to the chamber.
Haha,
The magical
eat it,
barrier
Keith.
will not allow us.
Great. I'll just stay out here with the glowy guy.
It will give us a chance to catch up, Marjorie.
Don't be gone too long, Commander.
Nobody likes Keith because everyone else has taste. I have to hold a vigil over there. Wait, is Almora here? Because she's in charge of the vigil. Everyone knows that. I can't fly. They won't let me fly. I can glide. Alright, that's expansion prejudice. Just because mounts weren't in the game yet, they won't let me fly. Eggy Weggy. Browsing some information about Guild Wars 2, and to your surprise, I want to try at some point every class. There's almost no ranged bow rangers. That is true. Right now, rangers are more powerful either with melee weapons or also double axes. I really enjoy double axes. It doesn't have quite the range of the longbow. Where did these things come from? The longbow needs a buff, basically. It's a good opener for fights. Although all builds and guides are 4 to 10 months old. Well, it's also going to depend, and it is very much going to depend on what the build is designed to do. Generally, most of the build guides you're going to see are going to be for in-game raiding. In which case, all that really means is... Oh, that's an awful lot of them. Is that there are better options. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it's not as good as something else. For instance, right now, at least until we get spears in 45 days or so, the big heavy hitter for most DPS, the end game, is going to be Virtuoso Mesmer. Because it just hits harder than everything else. Now, Ranger also brings a lot of utility. And generally speaking, Ranger Druid is considered to be the best healer in the game. And the 3 elite specs, 2 of them, one of them is Druid, and it is mostly a Healy. It is at its best healing, I should say.
Refreshing. I'm stuck.
The other 2 are Soul Beast, which is definitely melee focused, and Untamed, which is also pretty melee focused. And generally, the elite specs are going to outperform the core specs. But it's very much going to depend on the content. What holds true for PvE raiding might not hold true at all for PvP, structured PvP, or world v world. And generally, the builds are specific to some form of content. Something specific. But certainly your observation about, generally for specs, it is, I don't want to say it's expected, because that's certainly not the case. It's very common for players to have one of each class. To get it, but it's surprised not only builds, but overall classes are not your typical ranger with bow and other archer tricks. Well, part of it is also, keep in mind, for open world play, believe me, you can do just fine like that. But in any sort of structured content, so raids, fractals, strikes, because most of the buffing and healing in the game is local. In other words, relatively short range. What am I supposed to be doing here? Make my way to the hatchling. Oh. I'm not supposed to be killing them all? Oh, fine.
What is it? Why is the barrier down?
The chamber is designed to reattune
Sorry.
to the newborn's unique
I guess
signature.
interesting with
This technology is centuries
Dragon Hunter
old.
and Revenant spec.
Something must have malfunctioned. Keep them away from
No.
me. I'll repair this as
Dragon
soon as I'm
Hunter
able.
is
I need to focus on
what
the
I'm
chamber's
currently running
defenses.
on this character.
Keep the destroyers away from Glenn's hatchling.
Revenants are they're the hardest for me to remember. One good build is, I can't remember the name now, is short bow focused. Renegade. That might be the one you were thinking of, Renegade. Something big this way comes. Let's see. Which was the... God, I can't remember the first and third. I can never remember the third one. My brain is... I am getting so awful at remembering things. Used to be, I was really good if there was something I didn't know, but I know that I actually did know. I could reach into my brain, not physically, that would be weird, and always find the thing I was looking for really quickly. It's not the case anymore. Now I get the wrong answer, and I can't get the wrong answer out of my head. What's next? Who's next?
Strong.
This is not looking good for us, the good guys. Holy crap, that's not good. What the hell am I supposed to... Okay, there we go. Oh, it's Lazarus, the Mersat. I didn't remember he was here.
Lazarus, leave immediately. Marjorie, Kate.
They're tied up in battle as well. I do not come with ill intentions.
Then earn my goodwill. Don't let the destroyers up those stairs. And give the dragon a wide berth, Lazarus. It would be a pity to have your second life be short-lived.
That's a Mersat. Destroyer pustule. Pick up the pustule. I tried. Alright, that's helpful. I can find a use for pustules. I keep thinking Harbinger is one of the Revenant specs, but no, it's not. That's a Necro spec.
It burns! Kill them all! Stand your ground.
So there's no other attacks? There are other attacks coming in. God damn it. bombard him from range then.
My strength fails me. Feel my wrath.
I'm doing almost no fucking damage to it. I don't know why. Got the heal off, but barely.
Kill them all.
Alright, that was bullshit. I was not within the radius of that attack. Oh, fuck. And it's dropping bugs. And I'm about to get downed and dead. Maybe fail this fucking thing. Why? Just why, ArenaNet? Do you make this shit so incredibly annoying to play? Not fun. Not challenging in any good way, just really deeply annoying. I mean, am I supposed to be doing something special? Creates Aura of Death. Vulnerable without Aura of Death. Vulnerable when chilled. Hey, guess what I can't do? Remove either of those fucking things. Am I supposed to be able to beat it without having a chill? I don't know. No idea. Because I didn't know I needed a chill until right now when I moused over it and took 15 seconds to read the fucking debuffs and buffs. God, I hate when they do this shit. Oh, they got an explosive pustule. Where's the fucking pustule?
Can't breathe.
Well, that did a bunch of damage to it. So that's what I need to wait for, is another pustule to drop, because otherwise I have nothing I can do against him.
Regression.
And it looks like the shield is getting close to going down, too. Huge ground attacks. Of course, there's pustule. Where's the fucking pustule?
Kill shot.
Got it. What the hell happened to it?
Breathe.
I had it.
Need more endurance. Back in fighting condition.
Well, we're going to lose. Because they make instances like this terrible. This is just fucking terrible design. What are you doing? Well, looks like something gave us more shields. So, oh, we've got a pustule. Pick it up, and it, for whatever reason, slows me incredibly down, because that's a fun mechanic for no one.
Strong.
This is idiotic. Really. They don't tell you what you're supposed to do, and I finally figure out what I'm supposed to do, and it's still incredibly idiotic. It's just awful. Pointless design.
Back in fighting condition.
Well, Irene's out. Nothing about that was fun.
Sorry, we got
Nothing.
held up outside. Destroyers. What's
Not
happening?
that important, just sort of confused
It's done,
because
Commander. The
game twists
barrier has
every
been
crump of your
restored.
knowledge and experience on other MMOs. That it definitely does. Yeah. It
Not
plays
until
very
that
differently.
Mursak
The
is out.
advancement feels different. It definitely does. If you're used to a WoW,
Tales of these
Montrose, Wator, Final Fantasy 14, BDO, whatever.
You are the dragon's champion and shepherd. But may I suggest purging this impurity directly?
The Mursak I was in the Tales of the Forgotten is dead. I have been reborn, and rising from the void brings with it a new perspective. We previously sought power.
Good
through
evening.
treacherous means,
Felson?
only to save ourselves.
What's
from
up?
dragons.
Frustration from instance design
Now,
like
I
this
see
one.
we must all stand against the dragons to save
Just drives me
everyone.
crazy.
You hope to align yourself with me.
I mean, maybe for two people it's actually fun, but with one person, it's like the proverbial one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
The fire dragon is rising. I cannot stand idly by and repeat past mistakes.
October. We've got a
My
ways to
actions
go
since returning
before
will
I
be a
turn
useful ally.
40
Like when you destroyed the blood.
hexadecimal.
The Bloodstone was destabilized by years of misguided White Mantle tinkering. I did absorb the blast to repower myself, but also, how many countless lives were saved?
What's the angle you're running? What's in an alliance for you?
The salvation of this world. The
I can
White
give it to you in
Mantle is
binary if you like.
those who follow Codicus and those loyal to
1,
me.
2, 4,
I can make them a force for
16,
good.
32, 64.
Another sphere in an army against
10
the
million,
dragons.
I think is what it would look like in
This is the
binary.
same accord the Mursak struck with the Forgotten. Then,
I was,
they
well, as a
broke
kid,
their
I was a
word and
huge
disappeared.
Lego nut.
That was a coward.
But when I was a kid, they didn't have
self-preservation.
the cool Lego-ness that
Something
you
I
have
will
these
not
days.
repeat.
You seem earnest enough. So I hope you'll understand when I tell you there's no way I can agree to this. You speak of transparency, but I can't keep an eye on you at all times.
I have an idea, Commander. I'll do it. I'll dig into his claim. And if Lazarus is truly changed, we can reassess the situation.
I welcome any inquiries.
There have been a few of the more
Oh, it'll be much more
modern
than
sets that I have
I'm
been
going to be
tempted. Hey,
embedded
Nod
with
Knox.
you. Shadow your every move.
Marjorie, can I speak with you a moment?
So, Nod Knox, our overnight low temperature tonight will be 20. Yeah, Death Star is one of the big ones. The Imperial Star Destroyer, a friend of mine, maybe even two of them, got the really expensive Millennium Falcon.
What are you doing?
That was something like 800
He
bucks or
absorbed
something.
the Bloodstone's power. We obviously can't just easily put him down if his story doesn't check out.
He's touched death, Commander. And now he's back. There's something... The necromancer in me wants to find out more. And
Tropical night
who
temps.
knows?
Yeah, pretty
I
close.
can't let you do that. It could be a
Oh,
trap.
I mean 20C
It's
will be
probably
the
a trap.
low temperature overnight.
It's almost certainly a
Yep.
trap.
There's something about him. It makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
That's weird.
And I can't tell if
Your
it's in a
second
good
tell
way or a
there
bad
about 20C at
way. I
night
do plan to find
showed
out.
up
I'm
in
glad to
Twitch
be a part of
stream, but
Dragon's Watch,
has not
and
showed
I
up
appreciate you looking out for me.
in the restream
But I won't be told
chat.
what I can
That's
or can't do.
disturbing. But that is what I meant. Yeah, the low temperature tonight is going to be 68 Fahrenheit, 20 Celsius. You're expecting Ranger to be a pure range DPS, or thinking Unleashed was based on poison damage. It has the green sort of smoky look around it, so that's
Lot to talk
understandable.
about, my floaty new friend.
It depends. You either want your build to be one of two things if you're doing damage. You either want to be a power build, which is power and most of the time anyway, crit and crit multi ferocity. So power, precision, and ferocity. Or you want a condi build, a condition build for poisons, fire, torment, all those things. In which case you have to build specifically to support that. And so the gearing can be quite different. Gearing for power damage is a lot more straightforward. And the meta can change, too, because they do constant updates. You can see what I'm doing here is a little weird. Because this character was a boosted character, when I hit 80, I used the boost. I already was at 80, but I used the boost for the gear. The gear in the boost, the level 80 boost, is all celestial gear. Which, as you can see here, that's equal amounts of every single stat. For some builds, that is best in slot. Tempest. Elementalist Tempest, for instance. Generally speaking, you want celestial gear. Gives you a good amount of everything. But in general, most power builds are probably going to go with what is called Berserker stats. That's power, precision, and ferocity. Because when you're in one of those builds, your intent is to kill everything fast. And in the open world, generally speaking, things aren't so challenging that you can't play offense primary builds like all Berserker stats. But in this case, because I knew I was going to be getting celestial gear, I haven't really focused directly on pumping up the numbers. You don't get to choose the bonus. It depends. You choose the bonus and then track down the gear. So, for instance, here, you can't see it because my mouse is in the way. What can we get it there? Almost. Okay. This is a legendary weapon, so I can change the stats anytime I want. But I chose Assassin's stats, which is power, heavy precision, and ferocity. And let's see, a couple of the other items, I think. I have assassin stats on the bow as well. But if you're building condition, you wouldn't want assassin stats. There are some condition builds that want crit, but they don't need ferocity. They use crit for proccing things. For instance, Virtuoso wants crit because when it crits with its abilities, it causes a bleed. And condition Virtuoso is a bleed build. And so for them, they would be using something like Viper's gear, which has condition and I can never remember. I can never keep them straight. Expertise. Expertise increases the duration of conditions. So Viper's, I think, has power, crit, condi, and expertise numbers. I'm not positive. So in that case, if that's the build you're building for, you buy the gear that has the stats. So it is kind of related. If you go to build guides, and I think you're not a big fan of those, what you'll see is they have a complete list of exactly to optimize for that type of build. They have the type of gear you're going to want. Now, me, personally, a lot of times I will take, I can't remember the name of it, Valkyrie gear maybe? Well, I can look. If I was to customize, is it Valkyries? No. Let's see. It's power, precision, ferocity, and vit. Marauder stats, for instance. See, this is similar to Berserker stats in that it has power, precision, and ferocity, but it has less of those, and it has vitality as well. So Marauders is a good set for, say, the open world or for instanced gameplay. By instance, I don't mean multiplayer instance. I mean storyline stuff. So in this one, you're giving up a little bit of power to gain a little precision. We're giving up a little ferocity, and you're gaining a bunch of vit as well. You want to learn the build process yourself, so you start learning the basics, and then you learn the class, and then you put something together after playing while you look up builds. I do have a suggestion for that, for the build process. I've mentioned before, Wooden Potatoes, about 4 years ago or so, did a series of videos, like 10 of them. One describing what he was going to be doing in these videos, and that one's really good for the base build info. And then the other 9 were one video for each class with a build for open world and storyline stuff. And the build builds were focused on flexibility and survivability. And those builds are good, but the first guide he has is golden for learning the way things work. Now, the builds themselves have changed because they've made changes to skills and added stat combinations. So the builds themselves are old. I have found on the cases where I'm still playing them, they work just fine. They're probably not as optimal as they were then. But the information I got from those builds, that has proven to be invaluable to me, where I can feel comfortable changing stuff up myself. You know, saying, I would like a little more vitality here, because I'm feeling a little bit glassy. That kind of thing. We succeeded. Okay.
I can't help but feel like I'll be explaining this to Casimir shortly. Given what happened today, I'd feel a little better if someone I knew was watching the chamber.
Someone you trust?
No.
Yes.
Someone I
So,
know.
could you ask Timey to get here right away?
Oh, burn!
You're joking with me. I take that as a good sign.
Am I?
You've been a lot of things, Kate. But
You
you've never
just
been an enemy
peeked
of this
in a
dragon.
very late game stuff and got flabbergasted.
I'll lay
It's
down
way
my
over your
life
head
for
right
it.
now. You need to
What
finish the
should we
story.
call
Hope to accumulate enough knowledge to at least understand
name is
what to
Ori.
do after. Well, one of the things about that
Quite
is,
fast.
It wasn't a decision. I just...
in the build guides, if you look at build guides,
Then no
especially
harm will
at
come
like
to Ori
snow
while
crows,
I
they
still
have
breathe.
Thanks,
they have
Kate.
sections for other
After the coming
gameplay.
battle with this
But for a lot of
change,
the time,
more
what
powerful
they're putting in
primordials,
is their
I
end
hope
game
any
builds
of us
on
are still
place like
feeling
Snow Crows. They emphasize end game rating. And end game rating, there are basically 3 roles. Every group of 5 will have 3 roles. There'll be a healer, there'll be a DPS. One of them is providing quickness to the group, the other is providing alacrity to the group. These are huge bonuses to damage. Quickness makes your attacks go off quicker, alacrity makes their cooldown faster. The other 3 will be DPS, and these guys will be complete glass cannons, because the healer is supposed to be keeping them alive. So the only thing these guys are worried about is damage. A lot of people will then take these DPS builds and try to use them in the open world, and they'll get tunneled. Why? They don't have a healer. And their damage numbers, if they try to look and see what damage they're doing, they don't have quickness, they don't have alacrity, they may not have might, they may not have fury. The difference between a single player in a good build doing DPS is he can do 5k, 10k DPS, maybe. Really good might get up to 15. I don't know if anyone can hit 20. In a group, instead of 5, you're doing 40. That's the difference because of all the buffs from all the other players. Quickness and alacrity, might, fury, etc. Hey, Vorp. So if you're looking at build guides, keep it in mind. Again, the focus for the build matters. Another thing to keep in mind is there are, if you look for them, you can find what are called low-intensity builds. Low-intensity build is a low number of actions per minute required to make it go. And there have been a number of videos made about low-intensity builds. And these can do, with buffs, they can do 30k instead of 40k. But most people can manage to play the 30k build where they couldn't play the 40k build. Power Mechanist Rifle Signets. Yep, Nodnox is entirely correct. In fact, that build, the Power Mechanist Rifle with Signets, is what I play a lot of times when I'm doing content in the open world that is more challenging. So that will be stuff like convergences, the big boss fights in metas and stuff. Why? Because I can do competitive damage and not have to worry about hitting the optimal rotation all the time. A lot of the damage numbers that you see at the very top, the 40k or higher, a lot of those require a lot of practice. And so an easy, fun build like Power Mechanist with rifle is great. But that's not the only trick they have. Heal mech and DPS buff mech are both real things. At least heal mech used to be. And I'm not sure if they can do both quickness and alacrity. No, I don't think anyone can do quickness and alacrity. I think they have... I'm not sure. Quickness or alacrity. I'm not sure which. But, so they can do that support role. In essence, in group play, you have groups of 5. You have a support DPS, a support heal, and 3 glass cannons. So just be aware that those roles exist. For open world play, it's a lot more forgiving, generally speaking. Let me exit. This has been my TED Talk.
That looks valuable.
Does it really, though? I don't think it looks all that valuable. That's true. My name is Lens, so... And I'm a magnifying one. So I kind of... I enlarge all the details. Sort of. It's a stretch. Whee! Alright, let me empty all the crap out of my bags. Hello, exalted Vat Mastery Vendor. Show me your wares. Alright, now we continue onward, upward. We've finished Rising Flames. Next up is a Crack in the Ice.
Aurene.
Oh, meet with the Luminate in Terir. Good, I'm glad I didn't leave. Because I have to meet with the Luminate. Is that back downstairs? Yes, it is.
That was odd. Must have been some sort of projection. I should return to Tarir. Something strange is going on.
Magnifying this information for you. Your brain is now less smooth and silky. It has all kinds of divots and twirls and nifty stuffs. The smooth ones are prettier, though. Hi, Luminate. Projection of our ring.
Commander. Excellent timing. I was just about to send word. Aurene has been calling for you.
Yes, I know. She's been appearing to me. Much like she is right now.
Aurene? What are you talking about?
And she's gone. Didn't you see her?
Interesting. I saw nothing. You must have made quite an impression on her.
Well, I am cool.
It's as if she's chosen you to light her path. For now, Aurene is just an infant, forming her first pictures of the world around her. But make no mistake, she'll one day achieve great power. As her guardians, it's our duty to set her down the right path.
I'm at Aurene's disposal. What's the plan?
A bond already exists between the two of you. Our goal is to nurture and strengthen that bond.
Kraken.
To that end,
Which one's a
we
Kraken?
prepared a series of challenges meant to demonstrate virtues to the hatchling. In the chambers
Eventually,
ahead,
Bitterfrost Frontier. Yeah, that's
you
what I
will
figured.
help the needy, defend the weak, and train Aurene for battle. In the final chamber waits the truest test of your bond.
Oh boy.
A foe that you can only defeat with
More crappy,
Aurene's
unfun
trust
mechanics?
and hope.
Survey
We've
says...
got our work cut out
Probably.
for us. Is Aurene ready for this?
She'll be fine. Just be patient with her. Aurene's at a rambunctious age, and she sees everything as play.
Somehow, I don't see the Elder Dragons as being
Welcome back,
rambunctious.
Commander. Do you have a moment?
Kate, how are things going here?
I knew I shouldn't have clicked on Case.
Quiet for the most part. Between the Exalted and myself.
Bonding level. Enter the portal to
I
meet
wanted
up with
to tell you
Aurene.
how much I
Oh, the
appreciate
portal.
you letting me stand guard over her.
Shut up, Keith. Hi, Irene.
Rambunctious age indeed. Aurene, come on out.
You think I can't see you, Irene? Oh, you clever minx. Uh-huh.
Come on out, Aurene. Ha! Gotcha.
Oh, hearts. Irene hearts me.
Guess we're not finished yet, are we?
No, my bonding level is, I don't know, 8% maybe? And she's gone. At least I can still glide.
Come on out, Aurene.
Am I supposed to? Oh, there she is. She is translucent, so, I mean...
Ha! Gotcha. All right, Aurene. We've had our fun. But it's time to get to work, don't you think?
Possibly? Enter the portal. Pardon me. I must enter the portal. Because it's portastic.
Commander, are you ready to demonstrate charity and benevolence to the Scion?
What's in it for me? That's
Are we
charity.
ready?
Then let us begin.
Priory Arcanist.
Oh, thank the six. I haven't seen another soul in some time. These children are in desperate need, stranger.
What's going on?
These kids were orphaned in a vicious attack on their village. They lost everything. Their homes, their families. I'm taking them to an orphanage, but we've got a long road ahead of us, and we've just run out of food. There's good fishing in the shallows nearby, but I can't leave the children. I'm awful at fishing.
Well, I'm awful at fishing, too. Fishing didn't come out till the third expansion.
The rest of our journey?
What do you think, Aurene? Should we give them a hand?
The shallows. Skelk scavengers. Aurene, would you like to gather some fish while I murder the skelk?
Give me a hand with those traps.
Protect Aurene as she gathers fish. Come on, Aurene. Keep running around. Get the fish. Get the fishies. Oh, you little snot. Well, so far this one is not like a mechanical annoyance. So that's good.
Aurene, you're not eating any of that fish, are you?
Oh,
Because we're supposed to be feeding starving children.
cute little world destroyer.
Starving
Yes,
orphan
yes.
children.
I've
We'll eat
mentioned
when
this
we're
before
done,
that
okay?
a lot of
I'm going to assume
design
that
is done meant to
understood.
evoke acute response. A space CUTE, not an acute response, but a cute response. Those manipulations don't work on me. They just make me mad. So if their intention is to make me mad, they work great. So I never found this version of Aurene cute. More ugly. Oh, in here. We need to cook it. Smoke. We're smoking the fish. I don't know. I can't keep them lit when I've tried to smoke fish.
This is quite a bounty you brought us. We should have
You
more
want to
than
teach an
enough
infant
to
elder
last us
dragon
the
some
rest of our
charity
journey.
kindness. It's not very smart to give
As a matter
the
of
job
fact,
to a
it's
char.
almost too much.
Well, we have charity and kindness. It's just different.
These children have
It's a
been through lot.
kindness
At least they will
to
feel
kill the
good.
weak.
Thanks so much for the help.
You hear that, Aurene? You did a lot of good here.
Let's bond with this cute little dragon. Proceed to murderize these things with a big sword. Yeah, that's you're not wrong. But they're not human, so they don't count. Or Char, or possibly Asura. That's a maybe. Sylvari are fine. They're killing them's just cool. Norn, you don't want to kill Norn. They always have ale.
You heard her. Let's get started.
The trial begins now.
What am I supposed to be doing?
Who goes there? Are you friends or foe? State your intentions.
Calm down.
We mean you no harm.
What happened to you?
We were ambushed by dragon minions. It was absolute chaos. Our casualties mounted swiftly, so we fell back here. We're tending to the wounded as fast as we can, but the creatures are hot on our trail, and it won't be long before...
Before they show up. And I have to fight them, too.
Oh no! More of them! We're defenseless! Please, stranger, help us drive them back!
Over there? Finish off the portal. And it healed all the way up again. Perfect. That's awesome. Why you can let me damage that at all is beyond me.
I feel strong.
Help lead them to safety. Where am I supposed to lead them to? Show Aurene where to take the wounded. Over here to the Vigil Medic, presumably. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's following me. Got it. Get the wounded soldiers to safety. Destroy enemy portals. Again. Aurene. Wakey, wakey, guys. Oh, I guess I click F, and then a bunch of them follow, and eventually another batch of portals will appear. She'll eat only Sylvari. Does count as being vegetarian? The question of what Sylvari eat and is eating them vegetarian or not has been bandied about for years. I don't think ArenaNet feels comfortable commenting on that officially. Let's get rid of them.
I feel strong.
Let's finish off the portal here. Get away from the veterans. Stupid Good work, Aurene. Asura would not make good snacks. They probably taste like diesel oil and sociopathy. Arena's already helping this one. Oh, really?
That should be all of them.
That should be all of them.
You and your people are safe now.
Wow. I'm role-playing him role-playing.
We'd all but given up hope before you came along. You and your companion, I mean. Thank you both.
So, if
We were happy to help.
the Exaltant could create
Good
these
luck
sort
with
of
the rest of your journey.
holographic illusions, the Quark in me would like to create a hologrammatic bar where I could rent out the holo suites. I think we could make a lot of money. Oh, joyous.
Greetings, Commander. This trial is meant to convey the virtues of courage and valor to the hatchling. Shall we begin?
What choice do I have? The first two were annoying,
Prepare
boring,
yourselves.
but ooze. I see oozes. Destroy the ooze generators. Oh, I guess I've got to enter over here. Oh, thanks. That was awesome. Uh-huh. Yeah. Why is the ooze generator not being damaged? I don't know. Maybe Aurene is the only one who can damage it? Once again, they wouldn't want to inform me of the rules under which I am playing.
You lose. I feel strong.
And great, another elite. Perfect. Alright, I lead a blessed existence. We've destroyed one. Go us. Come on, Aurene. Not that way, not that way. And, of course, she's going to engage multiple elites, because of course she is.
Kill them all.
Yeah, this is more of the stupid mechanics I was expecting. Come on, Aurene. Come on, Aurene. That's two. Alright, the third one is down there. Having us kill elites is just so much not fun.
Kill them all.
Yeah. Oh, there's 4. But there was only 3. My joy is boundless at this discovery.
I feel strong. Oh, that had to hurt.
Oh, maybe I can get the oozes to follow me. That'd be faster. Nope, they won't follow me. Of course not. Yeah, fun is killing a half a dozen elites at once. That's just a blast. Thanks, Arena. I tell you, the storyline stuff is such a mixed bag. And I am rooted. Again, a mechanic that has no place in this sort of content. All it does is make everything frickin' worse.
Strong. I think that's all of them. You fought bravely, Aurene. Well done.
I'll note that I'm not sure actually did any damage to anything other than the portals, but it makes her feel better. You know, a little affirmation goes a long way.
Welcome to the last chamber, Commander. Here your bond with the hatchling will be put to a final test.
Get on
You
with
must
it.
work together with the hatchling to defeat the foe that awaits you. Are you prepared to face this challenge?
What if I say no?
We've come too far to stop now. Let's do it.
Ready yourselves. The test begins now.
M3 is coordinated attack. Yep, once again.
Stand your ground.
CCs.
Strong.
Well, I don't know what makes the mouse button 3, the special action key, actually go on, because nothing seems to be doing it. Stun the creature and give Arena an opening to break through the creature's defenses. How do I make that happen? I have no clue. Oh, stand in the circle.
Strong.
She's not standing in the circle.
I need you, Aurene. Give it all you've got.
There we
Your
go.
moment has
Finally.
arrived. Don't hold back now.
Basically, we had to wait for these circles. The CC, again, is providing nothing other than making me angry.
Repression. Stand your ground.
And it has been regaining health, it seems like. I guess we're just waiting for the circles. This is an engaging mechanic. ArenaNet, thank you for sharing. Okay. I go to this one. Green goes there. I go over there.
I need you, Ori. Your moment has arrived. Don't hold back now.
There we go.
That breath attack of yours was phenomenal. Outstanding work.
Happy chirp. Chitters
I
happily.
should speak with the Luminate. You rest now, Aurene. You've earned it.
Wow. We're doing some major league brainwashing on the poor little thing, aren't we?
We've given the hatchling the best possible
I
start
broke an
that
enemy
we
defiance
can.
bar.
She still has much to learn about
Her place in the world. But thanks to you, she has a foundation of trust to build on.
Commander, do you read me? Sorry to interrupt, but I've got some urgent news.
Oh, yeah.
I've been examining the destroyer sample you retrieved, and I've come to a conclusion. I was right, as usual.
So it's true. The dragons are absorbing each other's influences and becoming more powerful in the process?
That's right, and there's more.
But wait, there's more.
I've been digging through old Rodanovan research on Primordus for an exploitable weakness, and I found a solid lead. According to these
The solid
findings,
lead is you
Primordus'
use solid
domain of
lead and you
magic
shoot
can
them
be
with
counteracted
bolts.
somehow, negating it altogether. As for the possible counteracting agent, I'm still investigating. New answers lead to new questions. What's your status?
I just finished spending some quality time with Aurene.
Glad to hear it, especially if it lessens the likelihood of an older, bigger Aurene going rogue and slaughtering us all.
I definitely
That's a
wouldn't
thought.
object to having a dragon fight with me rather than against me.
There's an appealing thought. I wonder if... Commander, that's it! We need a force that can counter Primordus. What if it's another dragon? An ice dragon, for instance? Remember what I was telling you about that chalk organ? How it could selectively filter certain types of magic?
Yeah-huh.
If we can discern magic types, we may be able to pit Jormag and Primordus against one another, destroying them both at once.
Are you suggesting we get Jormag and Primordus to fight one another?
Spoiler.
How?
Not the dragons themselves, their energies. As for how, I'm not quite sure just yet. Our first task is to test the theory.
Okay, let's say we pursue this course of action. What comes next?
We confirm the
yawn.
theory in the lab, utilizing small amounts of magic to see if they'll actually counteract one another. And we'll need an ice boot sample. One showing signs of influence from our dearly departed Mordramoth and Zaitan.
Then I'd better get to the Shiver Peaks. I'll find Bram while I'm there, and talk to him about joining Dragon's Watch.
I'm sure he'll want to hear all
No,
about
he
our new
won't. He'll
plans
be a
for
whiny,
Jormag, too.
petulant child because
I'll get to work on
He's
some
a
means
whiny,
of pitting the
petulant
energies
child.
against one another. Good luck in the Shiver Peaks, Commander.
doodly doop de doop doop. And scene. Exalted Portal Stone.
What's next?
The stone shimmers like translucent gold and teleports you back to the egg chamber. Let's move this all the way downstairs. Smoked fish dinner. Where'd Aurene go? I was going to give it to her. Been eyeing this, been drooling ever since I put it in my pack. Aurene needs to be closer. We'll put it down here by the teleport to Terrair. A token of affection. This item only has value as part of a collection. Gift of Aurene, that will give you the mini Aurene. Crafted by huntsmen, crafted by tailors, leatherworkers, artificers, jewel crafters. Created by combining the frame, stuffing, skin, eyes, and adornments, and present your doll to a ring. Well, I can make all the rest of those bits. We have the recipes. Hatchling. Do we have recipes for hatchling? Well, this character doesn't. The jewel crafting one. What was the jewel crafting one named? Doll adornments. Don't think we had it. Nope. Plate of sugar rib roast, though. Alright. Maybe someone can explain this to me, because I'm confused. More than usual. You'll note, I am searching for the word doll. And here's what comes up. Oh, dollops. Okay, I found the dollops. Alright, there we go. Never mind. Ignore me, please. Or feel free to ignore me, please. We put those away. We are going to talk to Shaman Aukje in Holbrack. Can't hold Brack? Won't hold Brack. You can't hold me Brack. There? Probably not actually there. Because most of the time when the star appears there, it's actually in the Great Lodge. Why? Nobody knows. But we'll know in a sec. Drum roll, please. Yep, it is in the Great Lodge. Don't. Just don't.
You sound like a whiny Crichton. Someone will break it.
Elder Shaman Aukje.
Greetings, Dragon Slayer.
How you doing?
What brings you to Holbrook this fine day?
Beer?
I'm seeking information on Jormag's minions, and also looking for Bram.
No, I'm pretty sure it was beer.
Have you heard any reports of ice brood that don't fit the expected description?
As a matter of fact, we have. We've heard word from the far north of a corrupted creature unlike any we've seen before.
But we don't advise traveling to the frozen wastes. Everyone who does either disappears or returns as Svanir. We've lost too many.
Lost because they went up there without chipping the tooth first.
What's the significance of the tooth?
We use it to bite
Our most
and chew
legendary
things.
ancestor, Aesgeared Dragonrender, knocked out Jormag's fang and founded Holbrook around it.
That's it.
Once
there.
someone damages the fang, we'll know it's time to take back what Jormag stole. My comrade Taimi and I are working on a theory that could allow us to fell Jormag without sacrificing lives. Jormag had better watch out then. It's
What?
not certain.
Is this a joke?
And I could
Is
use
this a
some
joke
help.
to you, Ulf?
You know where Bram is? And Rox, is she here? Rox left with Garm yesterday to catch up with Bram.
Bram has gone to the far north in search of a lost magical scroll he plans to use on Air's bow.
Pardon the yawn
That
again.
sounds like a fitting way to honor his mother.
That's a really annoying instance.
There is no more dangerous
Around
area in the
Bram.
Shiver Peaks. I wish you good hunting.
God, I'd forgotten how bad the Living World Season 3 ones are. Some of them.
In the far north, just beyond civilization,
In the
there exists an expansive tundra overrun by Svanir and Jormag's ice brood. It is believed that Jormag has taken up residence nearby, and that the Elder Dragon's influence corrupts all who go there. The only safe place is a Coden sanctuary, where the Quaggan and Coden residents stubbornly refuse to give up the fight.
Thank you.
My grandmother fought the dragon before us did.
It's invulnerable.
She didn't bring back the tooth.
I can't damage it.
Died fighting.
That sounds better.
Well, I guess being an Elder Dragon, you do have your advantage, and that nobody can hurt you. That seems like an advantage. All right. That's Wayfarer Foothills. We're going into Frostgorge Sound. One of the maps this character has not been to. Note, it was pretty standard leveling, but leveling's gotten easier now, so it takes fewer maps. I'm 38% done with the world completion. Where's the green star moved again? Where'd the green star move to? Where is it? Where the bleep is it? Why if it's northwest? No, it was just right there on the mini-map a minute ago. My God. Here we go. swap to a third mount over here. But I'm a Char, so I don't need to ride an animal. My skimmer is made out of metal and ingenuity. Mostly metal. We've got worms. The Sea of Lamentation discovered. This appears to be a dead end. A lot of people are running around in the various aquatic zones doing a quest that will get you exotic quality stat selectable aqua breather, and also a 15 swimming speed infusion for that aqua breather, and also an exotic quality berserker stats, I think. Spear that we might be needing sometime in the near future when we get access to land spears. Brazier of Coda.
I seek passage to the north.
Then you are on the right path. But to follow it, you must take up Coda's flame.
What is it?
It's flame. Are you stupid?
This is the very spirit of fire, as old as the world. Given to my tribe by Coda the Creator for safety.
Sure.
The fire brings balance to corruption. If that is your purpose, you must carry it to survive.
I think you should listen to that bear, Commander.
Coden,
I'm picking up
not a
some
bear.
very high readings from that fire.
All right. I have fire.
Whoa, you've definitely just picked up some ancient magic.
Go now. Carry the fire
Sprint.
into the north.
Coda's reach, throw it.
Will teach you its
Inflame, channel it into a protective aura. Spray the fire in a cone. Or Coda's rebirth. Well, how about we just hit F? And just knock a goddamned hole in the ice.
I need to find someone who has seen or
Ever hear
heard
the
of this
instructions
new
for how to
abomination?
catch a polar bear? First you go out on the ice and you carve a hole in the ice. Okay? Then you take frozen peas and you sprinkle them around the hole. And when the bear comes to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole. It's a really old joke. And I'm a really, really old joker. Find the Sorrow's Eclipse Sanctuary. They've got a boat. During the personal story, you're at the drinking game with the pirates who put down a healing turret, and now it keeps healing us both. There's no way to exit or lose the game. It should time out in a bit. I do admire the inventiveness. Got an ice-bound chest. Not a nice bound chest, an ice-bound chest. And it's got stuff. Found a way to pick it up? Cool. I don't know if we still got the... We still do have the buff. We'll use a second charge.
That looks valuable.
Open up another chest. Free loot, sort of. This, in Living World Season 3, Chapter 3, is a good place to go to get ascended jewelry for your characters. As I believe the winter berries, unlike most sort of things that you pick up in an area, are not limited on an account basis, but rather on a character basis. So you can harvest them on a bunch of characters and get sufficient currency eventually, to buy ascended jewelry from the vendor over here, I think. Yeah, him. So you can see he's got rings that have no stats, so they're stat selectable. A backpack, earrings, ascended rebreathers. So you can get rings, backs, and earrings. You can't get ascended amulets from that. And those prices were unbound magic and the currency you pick up, literally pick off of bushes. I have 22,000 unbound magic and almost 800 fresh winter berries. So there are a lot of people who spend a lot of time running around this map, gaining winter berries and the unbound magic to get ascended jewelry for their characters.
Turn back now. Return from whence you came. There is no hospitality here.
Oh, now, fool. Even Quaggan's small eyes can see that
And you
this
can
traveler
note
is not
that
lost,
the
but
Quaggan
on
here
I was just trying to warn him.
are colored
Quaggan knows
like killer
what you were
whales.
trying to do. Save another life. Commendable. But this traveler needs help, not saving.
Thank you, Varnos
I
Flubbert.
offer my apology. Welcome to Sorrow's Eclipse. We are surrounded by corrupted creatures here. I was merely concerned for your welfare.
I've killed 2 dragons. How many of you
appreciate
killed?
the concern. I'm looking for strange ice brood. Have you heard of any that have changed recently?
Do we dare mention it?
Quaggan is hesitant.
What is it?
That's a yes.
We have had reports from the bitter north of a new ice brood abomination. It defies explanation.
Doesn't really.
Yes.
I can explain
That's
it.
exactly the kind of thing I'm
It's got
looking
death
for.
and
How do I get to
plantiness,
that
right?
place?
Deathiness and plantiness.
You don't. The entire area is too cold.
We've lost
Varnos
those who strayed
Flubbert.
too
That's,
close to
I
it.
think, the
We
only
don't know whether it was the cold
Quaggan I've
or the
ever
ice
seen with
brood.
2 names.
There must be a way to protect oneself from the cold, no?
Speak with Shaman Mimi. She has much advice to give. Maybe she will know what to do.
Thank you. I'm also looking for a Norn named Bram Erson. I heard he was headed this way.
Quaggan has not met him, but Quaggan and Coden will ask around. If you see any Quaggan or Coden herdmates, tell them to come home, please.
Their mom wants them home for dinner. He didn't say that. I was spitballing there. And here's their lovely home. Yeah. Not that lovely. Big ship stuck in the ice. But I need to talk to Mimi, who is below. But maybe in here below? Icebound chest.
All things in the end will find balance.
Wait, I can't get through. That's no fair. That's not fair. Perhaps there is another entrance. Tourette's. Interact.
Quaggan's pleased to see you.
Quaggan, pleased to meet me. That's awesome. Well, restart that. Big brain power move. To win the competition, drink a potion that grants XP and level up. So you get your health back and win the drinking competition. That's thinking outside of the box. I will have to inform ArenaNet that you've been exploiting, but it's good thinking.
Ooh, pretty.
You exploiter. Most of the rest of us just, Play by the rules to win, but no. Rules are for losers, so it seems. Have I done a complete lap? I think I have. I've done a complete lap. Is Shaman Mimi down below? Still listed as being below. Where is Shaman Mimi? Well, something is below, but I can't tell if it's Shaman Mimi or not. Because right next to it is something that's showing as above. That is not at all helpful. And they won't let me zoom. The POI may be below? Nope, Mimi's below. Apparently, even though it's this incredibly icy coldness up above, I'm fine for swimming in it. I don't know if you've ever swum in cold water. The one time I ever swam in very, very cold water, both of my legs instantly cramped up, and I nearly drowned.
Ah, Quaggin
0 out of 10. Would not repeat.
Quaggin knows you. Your legend has traveled far. Are you here to kill Jormag?
Not directly.
First,
Eventually.
I need to find one of Jormag's minions. A powerful one that isn't like the others we know.
And you have heard that one exists in the coldest part of the Shiver Peaks. Yes, Quaggin sees that is true. Quaggin can help you, but only indirectly. You will die if you go up there without protection.
Without protection, so I need a condom?
Nightly spirit wanderings,
Unexpected.
Quaggin has seen Svanir who travel in the bitterest cold using magical protection.
Magical
that sounds
condoms.
like what I need.
That
Where can I
sounds
find it?
Weird.
Your journey will be long. First, you must go to the big Svanir base and talk to them. They know.
Talk to the Svanir. Is that a joke?
The only way they will talk to you is if they think you are one of them.
I'm
You
a
are
char.
clever. Quaggin has faith in you.
That's a big ask.
I see. I think I know a way around that. May Malagin watch over you and keep you safe, Shaman.
Doopy doo doopy doop doop. Journey to the Bitterfrost Frontier completed. 2,500. More delicious karma. Let's see. Find the Svanir hive. A hive? Really? That seems to be kind of mean. I mean, they're humans. Humans generally don't have hives. Well, that's not true. I had hives once. Turns out I'm allergic to penicillin. I've been taking these big honking horse pills. I mean, they were literally the largest pill I've ever seen, let alone had to actually consume myself. We have winterberry bushes. And my picking winterberries has caused every living thing for miles around to aggro.
Must be stopped.
And after taking these horse pills for 6 days, so that my entire system was filled with penicillin, apparently I reached my tolerance and started scratching here and here, and I saw these lumps coming up and go, this must be hives, and it was. And for about 6 months afterwards, mind you, it wasn't life-threatening or anything, but for, first of all, I swelled up, hands, and arms, and legs, and feet. But once that went down, I could go like this on my arm, and it would raise a welt. And I could do the same thing on my stomach. I could write on my chest and stomach through my shirt, and then pull up the shirt and show everyone. So that was quite the hit in first year of high school. Acquire Svanir helm, chest piece, and armor. Most notably, I had a math teacher who nobody liked. And I wrote, "Hi, Avo," on myself and lifted my shirt. Her first name was Avo.
Lock and load.
I got the helm.
Kill them all.
Something hit really freaking hard out of that.
All better.
I did not get anything additional out of that, sadly. Dragon barriers. Gotta go. Banner. Potato, potato. Alright, we got the helm. Need some more Svanir, but I'd rather not fight veteran Svanir. It's a seer. A lump of frostbitten suet. Got more of those on some other character. It's used for a questy bit of some part thing. Tear down the banner. Kill the Svanir. Oh, champion. Do not want to fight the champion. The other player there, I am assuming, has the disguise, and that's why they were not attacking him.
Kill shot.
That got me the legs. Now I just need a chest piece. Oh, you're trying to run away. Kind of courageous. It says Svanir brute. Didn't seem like much of a brute to me, you know what I mean? Seemed more like a Svanir candy ass. Art complete. I still don't have the chest piece, though. Bloop. God, they're all running away. Bunch of cowards. Oh, good. That did not follow the line of the hill. Anyone in here? Anyone home? No, nobody home. There was something over here. Ancient wood? Yeah, ancient sapling. Do not make jokes to the old man about getting ancient hardwood. It's too easy a joke. You can do better. You can be better than that. I already have that mastery point. Don't have the vista over here, though. Where's the vista? A little lower. God damn it. That was poor piloting. That was pilot error. Fine, I admit it. That was pilot error. Alright, we need to kill another Svanir or two. hold one of the big ones. Still looking for the chess piece. Still waiting for the chess piece. This feels like I'm back in WoW again. There we go. Bloop.
We have completed the task at hand.
Yes, we have. Got all 3 pieces. I'm a son of Svanir. Go Jormag. Totally no longer a char. Wearing Svanir outfit. Totally not that. Why would anyone even think that? That's not me. No, sir.
We've used all the thaw elixir. Go and gather ingredients to make more. Ugh. Why do I have to do everything myself? Because I'm surrounded by idiots.
Okay, I sympathize with him.
Get out! We have no more elixir. Did you not hear what I said, you grunting mongrel? I can help.
I can help.
You speak? You have power around you. Potential. Help make elixir. Perhaps yes. Perhaps no. You obviously don't have the intellect of a sorcerer.
Well, of course.
But perhaps... Perhaps you could be my assistant.
Okay, boss.
Listen closely.
Uh-huh.
First, go out and gather the ingredients on this list I give you.
Okay.
After that, you must find the hottest, purest water source. Heating water with fire will not do. It must come from Tyrion's heart.
Hot,
this
wet.
way you will put it all together into the elixir.
Okay, hot,
Bring
wet.
it back here. Do not drink it. Do you understand?
Okay, hot, wet.
Do not drink it.
Yes.
Yes. Bring back.
I'm smart. Have brain. Get fresh winter berries from gathering nodes. Loot. Packets of frostbitten suet. Can anyone ever get enough suet? Am I supposed to kill him? Because he's... Oh, that's not the quest. That is the ongoing event. I have so many friends. Look at them. The Svanir are my friends. I always wanted to be friends with the Svanir. I never wanted to kill hundreds and hundreds of you. Honest, guys.
Have you heard the call?
Oh, oh. Oh. Yeah, I didn't realize they were...
Continue to live in fear, in open defiance of a greater being.
That's me. Oh, I did not need more of them to spawn right on top of my head.
Why not embrace the ultimate spirit? Transcend your existence and forge your legend with Jormag. It's the only way.
Really? The only way? I'm a little dubious. Winter berries. winter berries. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need suet. Rich Mithril. That's the guy's name. Richard Mithril. Oh, okay, we can... I don't know if we can redisguise with just the helm or not. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. I need suet and more winter berries. Winter berries. More winter berries. This map is always live with players because there's always people running around grabbing winter berries.
Not the sharpest icicles on the roof, are they?
For the very simple reason, you can turn them into scented jewelry, not
Even
amulets, but everything else.
Smarter than the spawn here.
We'll help this guy out with the trolls that he's fighting, a troll and a wolf, and then I'll grab winterberry bushes, winterberries. More winterberries. Alright, we've got all the winter berries we need for the quest. But I'll pick some more because I'm here. We need firestone, tires, and suet.
I feel
Not sure what all gives suet. I don't recall. I think Ice-Root Wolves might be a good source for it, but I appear to be striking out on that front anyway. Maybe Ice Drakes? Not that one.
I feel strong.
Not that one either. Perhaps you, sir, would you happen to have any frozen suet? Don't suppose the frozen suet actually has any guide on where you can find more frozen suet. Packets carried by creatures. They're carried? I am assuming that means the suns? So I don't think anything else around here's got pockets. But here, let's see if we can't help out a little bit.
Nice of me. The answers lie hidden around you.
Do they? Ah, but are they the answers to the questions that I have? That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can't get a couple more suns. Since evidently it's carried. It says by creatures, but that doesn't make any sense. Because creatures don't carry stuff. Suns and Svanir carry stuff. Let's res these guys. Okay, something in there dropped the goo I needed. Firestone. What drops a firestone? Cars. Cars drop firestones because firestones are tires where I come from. And find a source for cold-resistant eggshells. Probably the griffins, I'm going to guess. But what I'm going to do is call it an evening. So, I expect I should be back tomorrow at the usual time at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Australia. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative of that fact. I should be back tomorrow with more Guild Wars 2, but the possibility exists because in like 20 minutes, the new season for Torchlight Infinite is supposed to start up, and I'll be playing that. And it's possible I'll be enjoying that enough that I won't want to play Guild Wars 2 tomorrow, or I'd rather play that, actually. I still want to play Guild Wars 2 tomorrow, but I may prefer to play the new season for that, in which case I might start early even. But I am going to call it here for now. Back again in Living World Season 3, Chapter 3, Crack in the Ice, I think it's called. A Crack in the Ice, it's called. We're getting actually close to the end. We need to find those, and then, well, that'll open up the elixir recipe. Then we go north. And regardless, in the not-too-distant future, we're heading to the head of the snake. And that one and Flashpoint have stuff I need to complete for a big, good, nifty achievement. But that will be for tomorrow, days beyond. So possibly tomorrow with Torchlight Infinite. If you enjoy Diablo-like games, it's a pretty good one. It's free to play with one small buy-to-play option, or pay-to-win, as you would call it, option, if you're interested in that. I've never used it, so it's clearly not necessary. No doubt would be helpful, but it's a gotcha mechanic for pets. The pets have statistic buffs. And you do get some of those for free just by playing. But I'm out for tonight again. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out, as always. I am back tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your 4th of July, or possibly 5th of July, depending on where you are in the world. American Independence Day. Woohoo! I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.